Have you ever felt like life is moving against you? Like every step forward comes with resistance, and no matter how hard you try, the path ahead seems impossibly steep. That struggle you're feeling, it's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you are alive, that you are growing, and that you are on the verge of becoming something greater than you ever imagined. It's supposed to be hard, they say, and that's exactly the point. The challenge is not a punishment. It is the proving ground of your potential. Connecting to your struggles, we all want success, but we all encounter setbacks. We all dream of a life filled with purpose, passion, and freedom, yet the reality often seems overwhelming. Bills pile up, deadlines loom, relationships test us, and self-doubt whispers that maybe we aren't enough. If you felt this weight, you are not alone. Every person who has achieved greatness has stared into the same abyss of uncertainty, and yet they chose to move forward anyway. They embraced the difficulty because they knew that the hard moments are where character is forged. Imagine for a moment if the road to success were easy. Would you value your achievements? Would you feel the pride that comes from knowing you endured, you persisted, and you overcame? The difficulty is not an enemy. It is the fire that tempers your resolve, the pressure that molds your potential into reality. As Theodore Roosevelt said, "Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty." Introducing the theme today, we're going to talk about why it's supposed to be hard and how embracing the struggle is the secret to achieving the life you dream of. This is not about sugarcoating life or pretending that hardships don't exist. This is about learning to thrive despite them, learning to see obstacles as opportunities, and learning to understand that every challenge carries a lesson, a growth moment, and a push toward the next version of yourself. The truth is that personal growth is messy. Success is uncomfortable. Progress demands sacrifice, but it also rewards you with a life full of confidence, fulfillment, and power. Every time you push through difficulty, you are strengthening your mind, your spirit, and your determination. Every challenge you overcome becomes a stepping stone to the life you are meant to lead. Creating emotional connection, think about the moments in your life when you felt most alive, when you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable but refused to give up. Remember the pride that came from knowing you had tried, that you had risked, that you had fought. That feeling is proof that you are capable of more than you realize. The fear, the uncertainty, the discomfort, they are all part of the process, not a signal to stop. The beauty of life is that the very struggles we resist are the same struggles that reveal our strength. Every time you encounter a problem, you have a choice: retreat to comfort or push forward into growth. Every time you feel resistance, remember that resistance is a sign that something important is happening. It means you are stretching, learning, and transforming. Punchy, inspirational statements, "It's supposed to be hard," because easy things don't change you. Every obstacle is a teacher, every struggle is a stepping stone, and every setback is the setup for a comeback. You are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more capable than you realize. These words aren't just statements, they are reminders. Reminders that life's difficulty is purposeful. Reminders that your journey, with all its ups and downs, is shaping the person you are destined to become. Setting the tone as we dive into this video, I want you to feel energized, empowered, and ready to confront your challenges head-on. This is your invitation to embrace the struggle, to stop fearing the hard moments, and to start seeing them as the very moments that will define your greatness. We will explore how to understand yourself, harness your mindset, Set goals, build resilience, and take consistent action. Each step will bring you closer to a life where obstacles no longer intimidate you, they inspire you. Smooth transition to self-awareness and mindset. So, if you're ready to step into your potential and harness the power that comes from struggle, let's begin by looking inward. Because before you can conquer the challenges around you, you must first understand the person facing them. How do you think? What beliefs drive you? What fears hold you back? Self-awareness is the first key, and mindset is the fuel that will carry you through the hard moments. Let's explore how cultivating both can transform the very way you approach life's toughest battles. Understanding yourself and your inner world. Have you ever paused and truly asked yourself, who am I really? Not just your name, your job, or your roles in life, but the core of your being, the thoughts that guide you, the beliefs that shape your choices, the habits that dictate your days. Understanding yourself is the first step to mastering the challenges life throws at you. You cannot control what you do not understand, and you cannot grow if you do not first see where you stand. Strengths, weaknesses, and habits. They are the blueprint of your current life, and acknowledging them is the first act of courage. Take a moment and reflect. What drives you to act? What thoughts creep into your mind when you doubt yourself? Are your habits moving you toward your goals, or are they keeping you in a loop of comfort and avoidance? Self-awareness is not a luxury. It is the foundation of progress. The more clearly you see your patterns, the more power you have to change them. The transformative power of mindset. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. Rejected, ridiculed, and failed thousands of times, he did not see failure as the end, but as a step toward discovery. When asked about his repeated failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's mindset transformed struggle into opportunity, doubt into curiosity, and obstacles into stepping stones. His example reminds us that our mindset determines whether difficulty crushes us or elevates us. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. A fixed mindset tells you that ability is limited, that struggle is punishment, and that obstacles are proof of inadequacy. A growth mindset, on the other hand, sees challenges as fuel, difficulties as lessons, and setbacks as temporary. Developing this mindset requires intention. It requires choosing to reframe adversity, to question negative thoughts, and to replace self-limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Exercises to strengthen self-awareness. To cultivate this level of self-awareness, begin with reflection. Keep a journal and ask yourself daily, what thoughts dominated my day, and how did they make me feel? Which moments did I hesitate, and why? Where did I act with courage, and what allowed me to take that step? Answering these questions honestly helps you see patterns you may otherwise ignore. Awareness is the bridge between unconscious reaction and conscious action. When you notice your thought patterns, you can begin to shift them. Another powerful exercise is the strengths and weaknesses mapping. Draw 2 columns, one for strengths and one for weaknesses. List everything you can think of: skills, habits, tendencies, and attitudes. Be brutally honest. The goal is not to criticize yourself, but to illuminate the areas where you can leverage strengths and the areas where change is necessary. Remember, the greatest leaders and achievers are those who know themselves deeply. They know what to embrace, what to improve, and what to delegate. Real-life examples of mindset transformation. Think of J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection before Harry Potter became a worldwide phenomenon. Her self-awareness allowed her to understand her resilience, her determination, and her creativity. Her mindset transformed despair into perseverance. She saw obstacles not as a stop sign, but as a challenge to overcome. Every rejection letter, every financial struggle, became fuel to sharpen her focus and drive. Or consider Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of quitting, he analyzed his weaknesses, trained harder, and developed a mindset that valued effort and persistence above natural talent. His self-awareness about his limitations, combined with a relentless growth mindset, turned a setback into a foundation for greatness. Shifting your thoughts and beliefs, the next step is observing your inner dialogue. How often do you find yourself saying, "I can't, I'm not good enough," or "this is too hard"? These are the chains of a limiting mindset. Each thought is a signal, and the choice is yours. You can accept it or transform it. Start replacing negative thoughts with empowering affirmations. I am capable of overcoming challenges. Every obstacle teaches me how to grow. Difficulty is the proving ground of my potential. When repeated consistently, these affirmations begin to rewire your brain. Your mind starts to expect success rather than failure. You begin to act in alignment with belief, not fear. Building habits that reinforce your mindset. Self-awareness alone is not enough. You must also cultivate habits that reinforce your mindset. Small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary results. Ask yourself, which daily actions strengthen my confidence and resilience? Which routines undermine my growth and need to be replaced? How can I create a structure that consistently moves me toward my goals? This could be as simple as morning reflection, reading inspirational material, or journaling progress. The key is consistency. Each deliberate act strengthens the belief in your ability to handle challenges, shaping your mindset into one that thrives under pressure. Embracing discomfort as a teacher. Remember, discomfort is not a barrier, it is a guide. When life feels difficult, when fear or doubt creeps in, it is a signal that growth is occurring. Ask yourself, what lesson is hidden in this challenge? How can I respond rather than react? What strength can I develop through this experience? Every time you answer these questions, you shift from being a passive participant to an active architect of your life. Your mindset becomes resilient, adaptive, and empowered. Affirmations to reinforce growth. Use these affirmations daily to strengthen your awareness and mindset. I observe my thoughts without judgment and choose those that empower me. Challenges are opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. I am the master of my beliefs, and my beliefs shape my reality. These are not just words, they are commitments. Commitments to see yourself clearly, to act intentionally, and to embrace the power of your mind. Transitioning toward action. As you develop self-awareness and cultivate a strong mindset, the next step becomes clear. Channeling this clarity into purposeful action. Awareness illuminates the path. Mindset fuels the journey. But it is through deliberate, consistent action that transformation occurs. Once you understand your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and train your mind to embrace challenges, you are prepared to set meaningful goals and plan a path to success. Because without action, self-awareness remains potential, mindset remains theory, and dreams remain distant. The awareness you gain today, the mental discipline you cultivate now, will form the foundation for every goal you pursue and every obstacle you overcome. It is time to move from reflection to action, from insight to execution, and from potential to results. Clarifying your vision and purpose. Have you ever felt like you are moving, but not progressing? Like your days are busy, yet your life feels stagnant? The truth is, without clear goals, without a roadmap, effort can be wasted energy. Goals are more than wishful thinking. They are the compass that directs your actions, the foundation upon which progress is built. When you define a target, the mind aligns, focus sharpens, and each step becomes purposeful. Strategic planning transforms dreams into achievable outcomes. Ask yourself, what do you truly want to achieve in the next year, the next 5 years, the next decade? Clarity is not optional, it is essential. The moment you articulate your desires, you begin to take control of your trajectory. It is not enough to say, I want to be successful or I want to be happy. Success and happiness are abstract and less tied to specific, measurable objectives. The power of specific, actionable goals. Consider the difference between vague aspirations and concrete goals. I want to get fit is a hope. I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, and track my progress weekly is a goal. The second statement carries accountability, measurement, and momentum. Without specificity, the mind cannot direct action effectively. Goals are the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. They allow you to harness your energy efficiently, focus on what matters, and measure growth over time. Step-by-step guide to setting meaningful goals. Step 1. Identify your core values. Start by understanding what truly matters to you. Ask, what do I value above all else? What kind of person do I want to become? Your goals must align with your values. Otherwise, motivation falters. A goal disconnected from your core self will feel like a chore, not a pursuit. Step 2. Define long-term objectives. Picture your life 5 or 10 years from now. Where do you see yourself? What accomplishments would make you feel proud and fulfilled? Write these down. Visualize the life you desire in vivid detail and allow it to fuel your determination. Step 3. Break down objectives into achievable milestones. Once your long-term goals are clear, divide them into smaller, actionable steps. If your aim is to launch a business, your milestones might include market research, developing a product, securing funding, and marketing. Each milestone should be realistic, measurable, and time-bound. Progress builds confidence, and confidence fuels consistency. Step 4. Set daily and weekly action plans. Consistency is born in the daily routine. Decide what tasks you will complete each day and week to move closer to your milestones. Small, deliberate actions accumulate into massive results over time. Remember, momentum is built step by step, not in giant leaps. Step 5. Monitor and adjust. Goals are dynamic, not static. Regularly review your progress. Celebrate successes, learn from setbacks, and adjust your plans as needed. Flexibility does not equal weakness. It is the mark of strategic thinking. Stories of persistence and planning. Look at Elon Musk. His vision of transforming transportation and energy could not be achieved overnight. Each of his ventures, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, required precise planning, incremental milestones, and relentless execution. Musk's clarity of purpose, combined with rigorous planning, allowed him to tackle what others deemed impossible. Or consider Serena Williams, whose dominance in tennis is the result of meticulous goal setting. Each season, she defines specific objectives, refining her serve, improving agility, building endurance. Daily practice, strict discipline, and unwavering focus translate small steps into championship victories. Their stories are not unique in their talent. They are exceptional in their planning, persistence, and ability to follow through. Overcoming procrastination and staying disciplined. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. It thrives in ambiguity, distraction, and fear. The antidote is clarity. When you know exactly what to do and why it matters, the decision to act becomes simple. Structure your day, set priorities, and eliminate unnecessary distractions. Use tools like task lists, time blocking, and accountability partners to maintain focus. Discipline is not about harsh restriction. It is about training your mind to act consistently toward what matters. Start with small habits, writing down your daily priorities, dedicating focused time to high-value tasks, and resisting the urge to drift into comfort. Every act of discipline strengthens your ability to follow through. Maintaining motivation and focus. Motivation fluctuates, but systems create stability. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals, vision boards, affirmations, or daily journaling. Ask yourself each morning, what one thing can I do today that moves me closer to my goal? Keep your attention on the process, not just the outcome. Progress, however incremental, reinforces belief and energizes action. Rituals and routines support focus. Start your day with intention, segment your time, and review your milestones regularly. By aligning your environment with your objectives, you reduce resistance and make consistent action almost automatic. Affirmations to reinforce your path. Use these affirmations to strengthen commitment and focus. I take purposeful action every day toward my goals. Discipline and consistency are my allies. Setbacks are lessons that refine my path to success. Repeating these affirmations shifts your mindset, transforming challenges into manageable tasks, doubt into determination, and ambition into reality. The role of visualization. Visualization is not wishful thinking. It is mental rehearsal. See yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and feeling the emotions of success. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and creators alike use visualization to prepare their minds for performance. Your brain begins to accept these images as possible outcomes, which influences your decisions, energy, and resilience. Turning plans into action. A plan is only as good as its execution. You can create the most detailed roadmap, but without action, it is meaningless. Use the clarity of your goals and milestones to guide every decision. Each day, ask, does this move me closer to my objective? If the answer is yes, commit fully. If no, redirect immediately. Progress is built on continuous, intentional action, fueled by focus and persistence. Celebrating small wins. Recognize the power of small victories. Completing a milestone, hitting a weekly target, or simply maintaining consistency for a month are all indicators of progress. Celebrating these moments is not indulgence, it is reinforcement. Positive feedback motivates and sustains momentum. Transitioning toward challenges and resilience. Once you have defined your goals, mapped your plan, and committed to consistent action, the journey does not become easy, it becomes meaningful. The path to success is never smooth, and setbacks are inevitable. However, with clarity, discipline, and persistence, obstacles become opportunities to strengthen your resilience, refine your approach, and deepen your belief in yourself. In the next step, we will explore how to face these challenges head-on, how to transform setbacks into stepping stones, and how building mental toughness ensures that the effort you put into planning and action is never wasted. Because it's supposed to be hard, but that hardness is what shapes the extraordinary life you are capable of creating. Understanding the nature of challenges why does life seem to test us the most when we are on the verge of something great? Every ambitious pursuit carries obstacles. Whether it's fear of failure, lack of resources, or the unpredictability of circumstances, challenges are inevitable. The question is not whether you will face setbacks, but how you respond when they appear. Are they going to stop you, or will they become the fire that forges your strength? Life's difficulties are not punishments. They are opportunities to grow, adapt, and discover what you are truly capable of. Consider this. Every person who has achieved greatness has faced moments of doubt, moments when the world seemed to conspire against them. Obstacles are universal. They do not discriminate based on talent, intelligence, or potential. What differentiates those who succeed from those who give up is resilience. The ability to persevere, to rise after falling, and to continue moving forward when everything inside you screams to quit. Real stories of bouncing back. Take J.K. Rowling, for instance. Before the world knew her as the author of the Harry Potter series, she faced a series of personal and professional failures. She was a single mother, living in near poverty, and her manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishers. Yet, she persisted. She believed in her story, revised her work, and continued submitting it despite rejection after rejection. Today, her perseverance has inspired millions, and her story reminds us that failure is not a dead end. It is a detour that teaches invaluable lessons. Or consider Thomas Edison, whose journey to inventing the practical electric light bulb is legendary. He experienced thousands of failed experiments, each one dismissed as a failure by the world. Yet Edison viewed each attempt differently, saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His mindset transformed what could have been despair into discovery. His resilience illuminated the world, literally. Common setbacks on the path to success. What are some of the challenges most people face? First, there is self-doubt, the silent saboteur that whispers, "You can't do this," or "You're not good enough." It's easy to let these thoughts dominate, but they are not truth. They are habitual responses you can challenge. Second, external obstacles, financial limitations, unsupportive environments, unexpected crises. Test your commitment to your goals. Third, internal habits. Procrastination and inconsistent effort can derail progress without you even realizing it. These obstacles may feel insurmountable at times, but remember, every challenge carries a hidden opportunity. Each setback can teach you patience, ingenuity, and determination. It is not the absence of difficulty that defines success. It is the response to it. Developing mental toughness. How do some people remain unshakable in the face of adversity? The answer lies in mental toughness, the ability to regulate emotions, maintain focus, and persevere under pressure. Mental toughness is cultivated, not innate. Begin by reframing obstacles as temporary, solvable problems. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," ask, "What can I learn here, and how can I move forward?" Another practice is embracing discomfort deliberately. Challenge yourself daily in small ways. Wake up earlier than usual, push through a difficult workout, or tackle a task you've been avoiding. These small acts build psychological resilience over time. Every time you confront difficulty willingly, you expand your capacity to endure larger challenges. The role of perspective is a hidden superpower in overcoming obstacles. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Will this define me, or can I use it as a stepping stone? When you zoom out from the immediate frustration, obstacles lose their intimidation factor and transform into catalysts for growth. Perspective allows you to see setbacks not as failures, but as part of a larger journey toward mastery. Rituals to strengthen resilience routine can anchor resilience. Incorporate daily practices that reinforce mental strength. Journaling your progress, visualizing overcoming challenges, practicing gratitude for small victories, and surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who encourage persistence. These rituals prepare your mind to withstand pressure and maintain clarity when the stakes are high. Affirmations and mantras, your inner dialogue shapes your response to adversity. Replace doubt with affirmations such as, "I am stronger than any challenge I face." "Setbacks are temporary, and I will rise." "Every obstacle teaches me something valuable." Repeating these statements reinforces belief and primes your mind to act decisively rather than react emotionally. Turning setbacks into strategy. Resilience is not passive endurance, it is active adaptation. When a setback occurs, analyze it. What went wrong? What factors were within my control? And what were outside my influence? Use these insights to refine your approach. Each obstacle becomes a lesson plan, guiding your future actions more intelligently. Stories of perseverance. Consider the story of Walt Disney. Before Disneyland became a reality, Disney faced bankruptcy, rejection, and skepticism from peers. Many considered his ideas impossible. Yet, he persevered, learned from setbacks, and refined his vision until his dream materialized. Today, Disney's resilience serves as a blueprint for turning vision into reality despite adversity. Similarly, Oprah Winfrey endured a childhood of extreme hardship and professional rejection. Fired from her first television job, she could have given up. Instead, she learned, adapted, and persisted. Today, her resilience and unwavering belief in herself have inspired millions worldwide. Practical strategies to build resilience. Embrace a growth mindset. View challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats to your identity. Every setback is a chance to expand your skills. Set micro goals during crisis. When facing difficulty, break tasks into the smallest actionable steps. Progress, however minor, reinforces confidence and maintains momentum. Seek support and mentorship. Resilience does not require isolation. Engage with those who have faced similar challenges. Learn from their experiences and draw strength from their guidance. Practice emotional regulation. Stress and frustration are inevitable, but they can be managed. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or mindful reflection help maintain clarity and composure under pressure. Celebrate recovery, not just success. Acknowledge when you bounce back from setbacks. Recognizing your capacity to recover strengthens your belief in your own resilience. The role of perseverance. Perseverance is the companion of resilience. It is the act of continuing despite fear, doubt, or discomfort. Perseverance transforms potential energy into realized results. Ask yourself, are you willing to persist when the path is unclear? Can you maintain effort even when immediate rewards are absent? Those who answer yes will achieve far more than those who wait for conditions to be perfect. Motivational reflection. Consider this. What if the challenges you face are not obstacles, but training grounds for your greatest achievements? How would your mindset shift if you believe that each difficulty is sculpting you into someone capable of extraordinary impact? The mind, when focused and resilient, turns trials into triumphs. Transitioning toward action. Understanding obstacles and building resilience prepares you, but knowledge alone is not enough. Action is the bridge between insight and transformation. Your goals, your dreams, and your vision require relentless movement forward. Mental toughness ensures that when you act, you do so with courage and persistence, unshaken by fear or temporary failure. In the next step, we will explore how to transform this resilience into daily habits, deliberate action, and unwavering consistency. Because the journey is hard, but those who embrace difficulty with a resilient heart and a disciplined mind are the ones who ultimately achieve greatness. Why taking action matters more than motivation. Have you ever waited for motivation to strike before starting something important? How often has it shown up exactly when you needed it? The truth is, waiting for inspiration is a trap. Action comes first, motivation follows. Every dream, every goal, and every success story begins with a single step, and it is taken not because someone feels ready, but because they refuse to wait any longer. The act of beginning, even imperfectly, is what sets momentum into motion. Consistency is the secret ingredient most people overlook. You don't achieve mastery or reach your dreams overnight. It is the accumulation of small, deliberate actions performed consistently over time. One step today, another tomorrow, and another the day after. That is how mountains are climbed. Every day you act, you are building habits, shaping your character, and moving closer to the life you envision. Breaking goals into daily habits, big dreams can feel overwhelming. That's why it's essential to break them down into daily, manageable actions. Ask yourself, what can I do today that brings me closer to my goal? What small effort, repeated consistently, will compound into extraordinary results? The answer could be writing 500 words, practicing a skill for 30 minutes, or reaching out to one potential client. Consistency is less about doing something perfectly and more about showing up every day. Imagine planting a tree. You water it consistently, nourish the soil, and give it sunlight. You don't see results immediately, but the tree grows steadily. Your efforts are no different. Daily habits are the water, the sunlight, and the care that allow your goals to take root and flourish. Stories of relentless action. Consider Elon Musk. His ventures, Tesla, SpaceX, and others, did not succeed because he waited for perfect conditions. Musk worked long hours, faced repeated setbacks, and persevered when others would have quit. His results are a testament to the power of action combined with persistence. Every problem he faced was met with a solution-oriented mindset and relentless effort, day after day. Or think about Serena Williams. Her dominance in tennis is not a product of talent alone. It is the result of decades of disciplined practice, countless hours in the gym, and unwavering commitment to her craft. Every early morning training session, every lost point, every injury was an opportunity to learn, adapt, and move forward. Practical steps to build daily momentum. Define micro-actions. Break each goal into actionable steps you can perform daily. These small wins accumulate into major progress. Set time blocks. Allocate specific periods for your priorities. Consistency is easier when your actions are scheduled, not left to chance. Track your progress. Use journals, apps, or simple checklists. Tracking progress reinforces motivation and provides a sense of accomplishment. Celebrate small wins. Every completed step, no matter how minor it seems, is a victory. Acknowledge it. These small celebrations fuel perseverance. Eliminate distractions. Identify what diverts your energy: social media, unnecessary commitments, negative thoughts, and minimize them. Protect your focus as you would a precious resource. Stay accountable. Share your goals with a friend, mentor, or community. Accountability transforms intentions into actions. Turning obstacles into fuel for action. Challenges will arise, and there will be days when action feels impossible. On those days, remember that even minimal effort counts. Pick the smallest possible step forward. If you are exhausted, research one new idea related to your goal. If overwhelmed, write down 3 things you can do right now. The key is to maintain momentum, because even imperfect action compounds over time. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling once again. Beyond her rejections, she faced personal struggles, including financial hardship and self-doubt. What allowed her to succeed was daily, persistent action. She wrote whenever possible, submitted her work consistently, and refused to stop. It was not a single moment of genius, but countless small acts performed with dedication that brought her vision to life. Consistency over perfection. Perfection is a myth that paralyzes potential. Waiting for ideal circumstances, perfect timing, or flawless execution often leads to inaction. Instead, commit to consistency. Show up every day, even when conditions are less than perfect. Remember, the process is what shapes you. Skills, confidence, and results are forged through regular practice, reflection, and incremental improvement. Daily rituals can anchor your consistency. Start with routines that are simple but non-negotiable. It could be a morning ritual of planning your day, an evening reflection on progress, or a brief daily review of long-term goals. These small, disciplined habits reinforce the mindset needed to pursue your dreams relentlessly. Harnessing the power of compounding. One of the most underappreciated forces in personal development is compounding. Small, consistent actions grow exponentially over time. Reading 10 pages daily may seem insignificant, but after a year, you will have completed dozens of books. Writing 300 words daily results in a full manuscript over months. Saving a small portion of your income every week grows into significant wealth. Consistency transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Stories of unseen effort. Take the example of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Many know him for his success in Hollywood and professional wrestling. But behind that fame is a story of relentless effort and consistent action. He trains multiple times a day, maintains strict discipline in his diet, and approaches every project with unwavering commitment. Success, in his case, is the visible result of countless unseen hours of consistent effort. The role of accountability. Consistency is easier when you share your goals and progress with others. Mentorship, accountability partners, or communities that share your aspirations provide encouragement, guidance, and perspective. Accountability creates a structure that reinforces action. It reminds you that your commitment is not just to yourself. It is to the process, your vision, and the people who support you. Action as a catalyst for confidence. Action breeds confidence. Each step forward, however small, reinforces belief in your own abilities. It silences doubt and proves, repeatedly, that you are capable of more than you thought. Confidence is not innate. It is cultivated through repeated action, challenge, and triumph over obstacles. The more consistently you act, the more your self-belief strengthens, creating a virtuous cycle of momentum and achievement. Direct call to start today right now. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can do immediately to move toward my goal? Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Even a single action creates energy, momentum, and possibility. Start now. Write it down. Make a call, practice the skill, or take the first step in a project. The only guarantee of progress is action. Persistence is the bridge. Consistency and action together form the bridge between dreams and reality. Motivation may fluctuate, inspiration may wane, but persistent effort ensures forward movement. By committing to daily progress, embracing imperfection, and leveraging setbacks as lessons, you construct a foundation strong enough to support your aspirations. Conclusion of momentum: every journey is built on countless steps. Each day you act is a day closer to your dream. The key is to start, to persist, and to keep moving regardless of obstacles, doubts, or fatigue. Small, deliberate actions repeated consistently are more powerful than sporadic bursts of brilliance. Your life is shaped by what you do daily, not by what you plan to do someday. As we move forward, it is time to reflect on the journey you have been building, the mindset you've cultivated, the goals you've set, the obstacles you've overcome, and the actions you've taken. Reflection will allow you to consolidate lessons, recognize growth, and prepare to take the final steps toward mastering your potential and creating a life of fulfillment. Looking back to move forward as we pause for a moment and reflect on everything we've explored together, ask yourself, how far have you come already? Think about the steps you've taken to understand yourself, the hours you've spent recognizing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and observing your habits. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth because you cannot change what you do not understand. Each insight you've gained about yourself is a tool, a lens, and a compass pointing toward the life you are capable of creating. Remember, knowing yourself is not a one-time event. It's a journey, a daily commitment to listening, observing, and adjusting. The power of a strong mindset alongside self-awareness, cultivating a resilient, growth-oriented mindset has been our guide. A mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities, that sees failures not as endings but as lessons, is what separates those who remain stuck from those who move forward. Think of every challenge you've faced as a teacher disguised in difficulty. The moments that test your patience, your courage, or your confidence are the same moments that forge your character and shape your destiny. As the saying goes, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Every thought, every belief, every choice you make is molding the reality you live in. So guard them wisely and direct them purposefully. Goals as a map, action as the vehicle. We also spoke about the importance of setting clear, meaningful goals. Goals are more than words written on a page. They are the map to your dreams. Yet even the most detailed map is useless without movement. That is why taking action consistently is so critical. Each small step, taken repeatedly, propels you forward. The habits you build, the routines you maintain, and the consistent effort you invest compound over time into extraordinary results. Think of action as the engine and consistency as the fuel. Together, they drive you toward success. Overcoming obstacles and embracing resilience. No path worth traveling is free of obstacles. Life will challenge you, test you, and sometimes push you to your limits. But remember this, resilience is not an innate trait. It is built, strengthened, and refined through every setback you face and overcome. Consider every struggle as a stepping stone, every failure as a teacher, and every difficult moment as an opportunity to rise stronger. People who have achieved greatness are not those who avoided hardship, but those who confronted it, learned from it, and used it as a catalyst to grow. As one of the greatest affirmations reminds us, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Your resilience is your superpower, It is the force that will carry you through when the journey feels impossible. Taking action now, not later. The most important lesson you can carry forward from this video is this: your dreams will not wait for you, and neither will life. The best time to take action is now. What step can you take today that moves you closer to your goals? No matter how small it seems, it matters. Momentum is created not by planning alone, but by doing, by showing up, choosing courage over comfort, and refusing to settle for less than your potential. Ask yourself every morning, what one action will I take today to honor my goals, my growth, and my purpose? Then act on it. Stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Look around, and you will see countless examples of ordinary people achieving extraordinary results because they chose action over hesitation. The entrepreneur who started with a small idea but acted consistently every day now runs a successful business. The student who faced repeated failures but studied with focus and determination now excels in their chosen field. The person who battled self-doubt and fear but refused to quit now lives a life full of purpose and achievement. Their journeys are proof that the difference between who you are and who you want to become is simply the choice to start, to act, and to persist. Affirmations to carry you forward as you prepare to move into the next chapter of your life. Anchor yourself in these affirmations. I am capable of more than I know, and every day I grow stronger. Obstacles are opportunities, and every challenge strengthens me. My consistent actions shape my reality, and I will not wait to create the life I deserve. Repeat them, believe them, let them guide you when doubt creeps in, when fear whispers, or when the weight of the journey feels heavy. Your life, your responsibility. Ultimately, your life is yours and yours alone. No one else can walk your path, face your challenges, or achieve your dreams for you. The choices you make, the actions you take, and the mindset you cultivate are entirely within your control. It is a privilege and a responsibility to live intentionally, to challenge yourself, and to pursue your purpose with courage and consistency. As you reflect on this, remember, the difficulty, the struggle, and the challenge are all part of the process. They are not signs that you should quit, but proof that your dreams are real and worth fighting for. A warm encouragement to keep going. Take this message with you. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every moment you choose courage over comfort is a victory. Believe in yourself even when the path is hard, because the truth is, it is supposed to be hard. It is supposed to stretch you, shape you, and prepare you for the life you are meant to live. So stand up now. Commit to your goals. Take the next step, even if it feels uncertain. Embrace the challenges, welcome the discomfort, and act with unwavering determination. Your future self will thank you. As you move forward, carry these truths with you. Self-awareness empowers you. Mindset shapes you. Goals guide you. Resilience strengthens you. And action propels you. The journey will test you, yes, but it will also transform you. And one day, when you look back, you will see that every struggle, every failure, every small effort mattered. You will see that you became unstoppable not because the journey was easy, but because you were brave enough to begin and consistent enough to continue. Take this moment to commit fully, act decisively, and live intentionally. The life you dream of is waiting for you, and it begins with the steps you take today. You are stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you realize. So go forward, rise above, and remember, the struggle is not a curse. It is a sign that something incredible is being built within you. Your time is now. Start, persist, believe, and create the extraordinary life you were born to live.